Macmillan Audio presents Turning Darkness into Light by Marie Brennan. Read for you by Barrie Kreinik and Raphael Corkhill.
Stupendous find in Archaea. Newly discovered cache of Draconian inscriptions, Lord Gleinheigh's triumph, true history will be revealed at last. Though nearly barren of water, the deserts of Archaea are a wellspring of secrets. Year by year, their sands disclose the remains of the ancient Draconian civilization, which has fascinated the public for hundreds, nay, thousands of years. Today, they have given into the hands of mankind a priceless treasure, nearly the equal of the Watcher's heart itself, a tremendous cache of inscriptions, hidden by unknown hands in the deepest recesses of a cave, lost to memory, until now. An expedition led by Marcus Fitzarthur, the Earl of Gleinheigh, ventured into the barren region known as the Carja, where archaeologists had little hope of significant discovery. While sheltering from the midday heat, the Earl himself found the cache, containing hundreds of tablets never before seen by modern scholars. What hands buried them in the sheltering earth of that cave, so far from any settlement yet discovered? Was this the act of some ancient hermit, or miser protecting his library against the eyes of others? Was it an attempt to safeguard these texts against the violence of the downfall that ended Draconian rule? We may never know unless the words themselves give some hint to their value or origin. But the content of the tablets is as yet unknown. Lord Gleinheigh insisted on their prompt removal before looters could flock to the site and steal away this priceless treasure. He is already making plans to bring them to his estate at Stokesley, where he has amassed one of the most extensive private collections of Draconian antiquities in the world. When approached for comment, Simeon Cavall of the Tomfries Museum offered the following statement. "We congratulate Lord Gleinheigh on his stroke of good fortune, and hope that the world shall not find him behindhand in sharing the details of this cache with the public." From the Office of the Curator of Draconian Antiquities to Alan Preston. 14th of Nivis, Tomfries Museum, 12 Chisholm Street, Falchester. Dear Alan, all right, you win. Lord Gleinheigh is every bit as insufferable as you warned me. I drove through the dark just to stay at an inn rather than accept that man's hospitality for the night. His private collections are every bit as stupendous as rumour claims, but it's hard for me to admire anything when I know he must have acquired half of it in shady overseas markets, and the other half from our own shady markets here in Skeerland. He is exactly the kind of customer Joseph Dvorak and his ilk like to cultivate. He clearly cares nothing for the artifacts in their own right, only for the prestige they bring him, especially the Draconian materials. When I think of the bas-reliefs alone, treasures chiselled off their original homes to decorate the walls of that hulk he calls an ancestral estate, and probably smuggled onto our shores, I tell you I could weep. The Archean government would never have given him permission to search the Carja if they'd had the slightest clue he would find anything of value there. Now he is in possession of what the papers insist on calling the greatest archaeological find since the Watcher's heart. I'll lay odds he bought that coverage himself, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. I cannot decide whether it would be better or worse if he had any facility at all for languages. Such knowledge would give him a greater appreciation for what he has found. On the other hand, he would probably...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?